150 workers were engaged to finish a job in a certain number of days. 4 workers dropped on second day, 4 more workers dropped on third day, and so on. It took 8 more days to finish the work. Find the number of days in which the work was completed. Here few things we need to remember. If 150 workers were engaged, suppose if 150 workers are working for one day, how many labor charges do we need to pay? 150. Suppose if the 150 workers worked for 2 days, how many labor charges do we need to pay? 150 into 2. Likewise, so the total number of labor charges that we need to pay is depending on that is 150 into the number of days. Now coming to, this is one part. Next part is, if all the 150 workers working together every day, it completes in certain number of days. Assume that. Now, but the situation is not in that way. So in this case what happens? 4 workers dropped on the second day. That is, first day 150 workers, second day 4 dropped, that means 146 workers were. Next day 4 more workers dropped, that means there is only 142 workers were worked to complete the work. So in this way, the number of workers in each day subsequent days is decreasing. Now here let us compare these two and let us find out how many days. If in this way the work in this way, definitely it cannot complete as 150 members who are working altogether. It took 8 more days to finish the work. Suppose if it is 150 days, if it can be completed in certain number of days, in the same time, if the workers are dropping in this way, it takes 8 more days to complete that. So in the two situations, situation 1, what is that? There is no drop in the workers. Second case, workers were dropping. So these are two situations. Let's go through this. So here, now workers were dropping here. So if the workers were dropping, first day we need to pay 150 labor charges because first day 150 members are working. Next day, since 4 members are dropped, only 146 labor charges are to be provided. Next, 142 and so on. In this way, to complete this, let us assume that they have completed in n days. So definitely, obviously, let n terms, right? Now here, what is that we are assuming here? Let the work finished in n days. If the work is finished in n days in this manner, first day 150 labor charges, second day 146, next 142, likewise n days, n terms will get. So now altogether how many labor charges do we need to pay? If you observe that it forms an AP, and sum to n terms of an AP is Sn equals to n by 2 into 2a, so 300 minus plus n minus 1 into d. What is d? Minus 4, since 4 workers were dropping. That equals to, then what will you get? N by 2. So 300 minus 4n plus 4, and dividing with 2, we will get n into 300 plus 4, 304, and dividing 152 minus 2n. This is the total, or if you can write this one, Sn equals to 152n minus 2n square. This is the total number of labor charges that are paid to complete the work. Now let us come to the second situation. What is that? If no worker is dropped. So if is dropped, if workers are dropping, it takes n days. If workers were not dropping, here this is, it takes 8 more days in this case. In this case, obviously 8 days less than this one. Number of how many days? Number of days worked. Obviously it is n minus 8, right? First day 150, second day 150, third day 150. So total labor charges provided is 150 into n minus 8, that is 150n minus 1200. This is the total number of labor charges that are to be paid to finish the work, right? Now in this case, here then the work, whatever the work, this is the total number of labor charges are to be paid, and this is the total number of labor charges to be paid to complete the work, which means that these two are same. So on equating these two, what we are going to get? So 152n minus 2n square equals to 150n minus 1200. And simplifying this one or transposing this one to the side, it becomes 2n square. 150n and it becomes minus 2n minus 1200 equals to 0. On simplifying this one, n square minus n minus 600 equals to 0. If you simplify, you are going to get n minus 25 into n plus 24. Right? Now here, on simplifying, what we are going to get? N equals to 25 or n equals to minus 24. So number of days cannot be negative. So that n equals to 25 is the total number of days the work is completed is 25 days.